Greetings again everyone, hope you're having a wonderful Christmas. Today is Boxing Day, the 26th of December, which generally it falls on that sort of day every year. Now, it's been a bit of a time issue this week with Christmas and everything. I don't know how I've managed to get the number of videos I have done, but I've got to do this one quite quick. Been suffering from a bit of a cold, hopefully I don't look too crappy, but what videos we uploaded this week? Well, two on the ZX Spectrum first of all. Started in 1987 with IK Plus, or International Karate Plus, by Systems Free Software. Now I've already reviewed this on the Commodore Amiga and the Game Boy Advance, so how did it shape up on the Spectrum? Well, this version we looked at the 128K one. I'm really impressed with this, it isn't too bad. The animation is fantastic. It's a bit in monotone. Instead of blue, white and red fighting, it's black, grey and white. But there's a lot of colour in the top there, so they managed to get away with that. It's a good way of avoiding colour bleed. So a good fighting game, you progress through the belts. I don't think there's a bomb stage on this, correct me if I'm wrong, but a very, very good game to have a look at. I was quite impressed, more than I was expecting to be, that's for sure. Next one was 2 years later, also on the ZX Spectrum. We look at a Double Dragon from Melbourne House. Looked at this on the Amiga, wasn't overly impressed by it. Again, I wasn't overly impressed with it on the ZX Spectrum as well. Doesn't convert very well from the arcades, but give it its due, it's trying to do a lot of things with just 48K of memory. Near the end of the Spectrum's commercial life, it was taking on some awesome projects, and to get the standard that they did get to was an absolute Herculean, fantastic effort. So, although I'm not overly impressed by the game itself as a game to play, I've got to admire the work that went into it. Characters a bit of see-through. Yeah, the gameplay is pretty standard, pretty boring, not much to it. But overall, for 1989, not a bad little game there begrudgingly, but it's not one I'm going to keep going back to. Now, the same year, on the Commodore Amiga, we also reviewed Shadow of the Beast, a fantastic game by Psygnosis. Like all their games really, very atmospheric, fantastic music, awesome graphics, but quite tricky gameplay. Now, I used a cheat mode on this to get a bit further, but something I've already addressed. I headed off to the right straight away, because that's the direction your character points in. But for years, unbeknown to me, this is the wrong direction. You should have headed left. So I've since put up another video addressing that. So thank you very much for all the comments below telling me my error. And that forced me to put up a correcting video. Shadow of the Beast, go left. We didn't do much better going left, to be honest, but there we go. But a good game. We might come to Shadow of the Beast 2 at some future point, and then you can tell me what I'm doing wrong on that one as well. Then we go on to the Game Boy Advance. Now this is trying to create the daddy of all computer games, this one, from retro purposes. We look at Asteroids by Info Games, come out in 2002 as a part of the anniversary, Atari Anniversary Edition. I won't really review any of the other games on that cartridge because it's all about Asteroids really. The cartridge came out in 2002, the original Asteroids was in 1979. If you haven't played this game before, then get hold of a copy of it of some description, because this is a bit of history. This is as retro as it sort of like gets. As I said, based on the game by Atari in 1979, you control this triangular ship and you have to blast all the asteroids and the occasional UFO that flies across. And when you've destroyed all of the meteors, which gradually go into smaller and smaller pieces, you then get another wave and there's even more things to shoot. But yeah, it plays like the arcade in my memory. All the controls are there, thrust, teleport as well. So have a look at that one. But Asteroids, I'm quite proud to review that game on any system because that is absolutely fantastic. Oh, excuse me, too much Christmas booze, I think. And the last game we looked at was good old Pinball Arcade. We looked at the table Tales of the Arabian Nights. Was released in 2012 by Farsight Studios, based on the real-life table in 1996 by Williams. Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of these real-time recreations there. yeah, it's produced really well. As I stumble over my words again, I've got a bit of frog in my throat. How am I going to get on with this? But anyway, as long as Darth Vader don't turn up, I think we'll be okay. He turned up last week, bit of a bastard. But anyway, Tales of the Arabian Nights. Yes, lots of missions there, goes to the bazaar. But the ultimate thing is you have to rescue the princess. Loads of great sound effects, dynamic music. Overall, I'm a big fan of this one. Come out with the original 4 that was released by Farsight Studios, so we'll probably come to the others as well. There was 3 that come with it: Black Hole, Theatre of Magic and Ripley's Believe It or Not. It's all fantastic tables. Ever since that point they've been releasing different packs, and they're up to season 3, and there's about 20 in each season, I think, so loads of tables to catch up with there. So brilliant. Thank you for watching the videos and commenting as you always do, which is really appreciated. Until next time then.
The Death Star plans are not in the main computer.
Where are those transmissions you intercepted? What have you done with those plans?
Up my blooming arse. Bloody hell.
Impressive. Most impressive. There'll be no one to stop us this time.